Welcome to Walt Disney's wonderful nasty gram telegram world. Today's Instagram, smoke-a-gram, mushroom, would you like a mushroom gram? Are you on mushrooms? Well, I'm just a cam girl at heart. Locked in my fucking room. This isn't allowed out of the room. Saturday, 10:42, 7 seconds. It's 2024, the year 5th month, May 18th day. Now, this is part 3 to the oven off rim job. We shall see how easy. This stuff has been soaking for 2 hours now. Let's get a close-up on it so we can see, so it can be, not that we can see it, so that generally it shall be able to be seen. How easy all this baked on, look how easy that it comes off. And it's slick too. It's so slick, there's no friction. It's well lubricated, all naturally well lubricated, natural lubrication. Look at that. Hardly any effort at all, and it's sliding and gliding all over the place. All natural oven cleaner. Only 10 cents worth from the spray bottle. Hold on, the brother needs to get a more accurate toothbrush. Good thing he saves all the used toothbrushes because they always come in the hand. Come in handy. They come with the handy. All the used toothbrushes come with the handy. Oh, ding, 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 ding. That's Rob Halford from Judas Priest. That fucker can hit high fucking notes all day at the concerts, and after the concerts still talk like he's like a normal voice. And one scratching their head wondering, how the fuck does that guy do that? His screams all fucking day at the fucking concert, and in the backstage he's talking like a normal person. Ain't nothing affected to his voice. How does that happen? Well, they say when you go gay, there ain't no way. There's only the way. When you go gay, there ain't no way. There's only the way. No way. You can't do that. No way. When you go gay. Well, actually, the word no isn't the word stop and you can't do it. The word no is gnosis, which means to know something. To see the invisible. So here's another toothbrush here. This one's got a little flare on it because we brushed the teeth with this one for 2 years instead of 1 month. And it's just so used and flared out. Dentists say you replace the toothbrush at least once a month. Why is that? Because everybody presses way too fucking hard with the media story. Presses way too hard with the media story. Would you like to join the press? I was on the press team. Still am. In fact, I'm CEO. I'm CEO to the fucking press team. Undercover. No one fucking knows it. Except for me and those that know it. It's the best way to be private in the public. It's the best way to be private and public. That way there's no Michael Jackson fans gathering around all wanting to touch you and molest you all at the same time. Oh, it's Michael Jackson. I need to touch his hem. There's Jesus. If I could just touch his hem, the hem of his garment, I'll be healed. There's something to learn in the Jesus story that most people don't quite see yet. You see? There's something to it. Well, I can see this shit probably should have been left on or whatever the fuck. Maybe because it's nice and light out. Brother can see everything now much more clear. Anyway, let's get the camera on there. The camera wasn't even being... The camera was fucking focusing in on cleaning and forgot about the Hollywood film here. Cameraman, could you please focus the camera on the action? Sorry there, director. I was preoccupied over here. I'm starting a new action company over here. Would you like to be a grip in my action company film? You start your way from the bottom there, director. See if you can qualify. Imagine that the cameraman has his own separate company. Director tells him, "You idiot, get your fucking camera and keep it on the fucking scene." It is on the scene. It just ain't on your scene. You get your own fucking camera, asshole. Client, fucking cam yourself. You see how talented you are. See if you can act and put yourself on camera with the lights and be a sound technician and play all the instruments all at the same fucking time, bitch. Demand that I do this and do that. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Come to the tit and suck, child. Come to the tit and suck. Just sing like Rob Halford. Dun, da, da, na, na. Dun, da, da. We could even sing the arpeggiated note higher on that one. And everybody in the audience would start fucking clapping. Oh, no, they don't clap at the audience. They only clap if they're on America's Got Talent. If they hit a higher note, then they'll clap. They'll all clap. I'm giving my approval now. Give this guy an opportunity to get $1 million here. I'll gladly pay a $29, $49, $99 ticket to listen to this again. Because I got the chills. I got the chills. They're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Da, da, da. Right? Because that's what it's all about. If one feels the chills during the song, well, the chills, no one really knows what the chills is until one sits down with the body like a yogi and figures it out. The chills are the chakras and the compressed, tense blood vessels and muscles in the body. They all of a sudden become so relaxed, they loosen up and the blood starts to flow. That's what that chill feeling is. It's the circulation, the blood flowing in certain muscle groups inside the body. Because they've been tensed up. And sometimes people's fucking tenseness has been tense like that for fucking years. Fucking years. Okay, this is what Wilhelm Reich shared with everyone in the book called The Sexual Revolution and all kinds of other books he wrote. What happened in Russia in 1933, the same year that fucking the United States, which is all state nations, went bankrupt. And the children were put into the creditor position. Humans, the living organisms, were put into the creditor position as the source for all value. That includes fake paper press media money. Yeah, Wilhelm Reich. He talked about all this shit in his fucking books. But he didn't say it as clearly as some of the up and coming authors. They were able to put more clarity on what he was sharing with what he knew, the best way he could put it. And then always the next generation of children that learned from him, they were able to fucking make it even more clear. And it keeps going like that, generation after generation after generations. Things get clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer. Where's the fucking camera? Oh, there it is, clearer and clearer and clearer. Let's get some head in there. Nothing worse than watching a video and can't even see who's in the picture. Too zeroed in on the fucking rim. I need a rim shot, please. Can I get a close up on the rim shot? We're scrubbing the rim, getting all the dirt off the rim. So we can see how easy this stuff comes off pretty easy. Now it's just a matter of getting into each individual crevice. Each individual crevice. Because remember, these rims are patterned off the early Ford Model Ts. Back in the 1920s when cars first started coming out. The early Ford Model Ts, they had metal spoked rims. Except they were like bicycle spokes. But they were thicker than bicycles. And so that's what these up-to-date steel mags, they're patterned after that, made into a full all-out rim. Instead of just, you know, a backing with spokes. This is a full all-out, one-piece metal fucking simulated spoke rim right here. That's got all kinds of fucking history in it for those that like to study history. They can study history and they can follow it out, path it out. How it is that all this fucking shit came to be that's going on today. Where did it all fucking originate from? Oh man, there's all kinds of origins for every fucking subject. Every fucking subject that can be talked about. There's an origin and history to it. Oh my fucking God. And one would be surprised at all the subjects that can be spoken on and all the origins to all those subjects. It's kind of like evidence that gets hidden in the Vatican catacombs. Evidence that longs to come out. Evidence. Ah, kitty, 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 kitty. Hey! It's starting to be seen here how this stuff is kind of. Yeah, it does kind of. Wow. Yeah, there's still residue on the rim here. It's still kind of residue-y. So it doesn't look as good after the stuff dries. The one can still kind of see there's still some kind of shit in there. It just got the heavy shit. There's still some shit in there. But that's probably just because the shit that's been there so many fucking years it started eating off and eroding all the metal it could be. No one really knew that until they got close to it. Hey! Oh, yeah. See, look at this one. See this one, you get close up to this one, and even though it looks clean from distance, one can see the residue and stuff right here. If you look real close, and it looks like that's from the shit being on there for fucking years and years and years and years. The metal coating, whatever's on the rim, that would probably have to be recoated in order to get it back to original condition. I'm thinking that's the way it's thinking, but never know. Anyway, it looks good enough for now. I mean, it ain't like anybody's gonna be getting out of their car at the stoplight. Can I see those rims? I mean, if they look down from 2 foot, I mean, they look good. And they look even better from a normal distance, which is usually 10, 20 foot away. So, it goes this way. I like these cameras because they can flip both ways and all that shit. All right, now, continuing on with the public witness YouTube video. All this private shit coming into the public, man. This is wonderful stuff. All right, so just continue on. Just toothbrush, this shit comes off. And it's all just from a $1 can Easy Off oven cleaner. There wasn't $40 from the auto parts store. It'll get it halfway off. $1, and we only used 10. It was only 10 cents worth of spraying the stuff on it, and it'll last quite a long time. It's oven cleaner. But it comes right the fuck off, real easy. And this was learned from another YouTuber. Another YouTuber put this shit on YouTube, and he did a comparison. He said this wheel cleaner and this wheel cleaner. And oven cleaner, he said, which one is the best? Oven cleaner fucking was the best one. So the brother said, well shit, let's give it a whirl, see what it does. But who knows? I mean, it looks good when it's coming off now, but who knows? Maybe the oven cleaner is leaving some type of residue on there, which the store auto parts stuff doesn't leave on. So he might not have had a real thorough investigation. It might have just been partial. So who knows? I mean, it really doesn't really matter. I mean, at least all the smeg and shit is somewhat off there for the most part. I guess if I wanted to win blue medals at the car show and make $100 million a year, then I would have enough money to just go get a whole new fucking rim or have it re-fucking manufactured and all that shit. It wouldn't matter. I'd be rich. Nothing would be a big deal. Right? Which is possible. That ain't that far-fetched to be rich. I mean, it's everywhere. The treasury is there to be accessed by all those that are creditor to the bankruptcy, which is every child born at the hospital with a birth certificate. Every last one of them are creditors to the corporate bankruptcy. It's just that the doctor usurps all that stuff for himself and his friends. Everybody else gets fucked until they figure it out. So, anyway, it's some good shit right here. Good enough. Good enough. I suppose if I had $40, I could go get the highest quality from the auto parts store, the local market, or internet, or at the private store, and give a comparison on. I suppose I ain't got no more rims left. These are the last ones. The one in the trunk is spanking ass brand new. In fact, let's look at it and show the difference between this one and the one in the fucking trunk. We're gonna get this on fucking camera. Check this out. This is gonna be some shit. It's a 1995 Mercury with inside trunk button right here. See that? Boom. Nice. And look in here. Now the thing is, you gotta get this wheel all the way fucking off because it's tied down with flight deck chains in here. It ain't going nowhere. Anyway, and it's upside down too. See, that's the thing. See, right. So, gotta unscrew the tie down chain in here. It's for heavy weather. This is all based on going out to sea and tying shit down on a ship, especially a Navy aircraft carrier. Tie down 80,000 pounds worth of fucking aircraft jet to the flight deck. And when this sisterly brother found his way on the flight deck back then, that was the first job for the airport division. Being an airman, everybody starts off as a chain man. and changed 80,000-pound flight deck aircraft to the deck of the aircraft carrier. It's the first position for the flight deck. So this comes off like this, just like that. Don't want to, and look, oh fuck, what a fucking difference this is. Look at this. This is a side-by-side fucking comparison. There ain't no fucking comparison. Look at the fucking new one. Holy fucking shit. Look at the difference. Even on camera, one could tell the difference. Big fucking difference. Holy fuck. This is showroom quality right here. This is street ride. See? Even on the camera, even with a shitty camera, one can still kind of see the difference. Yeah. That's nice. All right. That was worth getting on camera. That's a piece of history now. Now all the public gonna be able to see, everyone in the public will be able to see that. Let's just put that right there. We'll put this thing right back in the trunk. Now, let's get this over here. Let's set it up on the ladder from a distance. We get a new camera angle. Not too much. Let's see, we could probably put it like this. And with this newfangled stuff, it'll stay right there. Look at that. Ah, now that's a camera angle. All right. Now this goes in upside down. So they say lift with the legs and the ass instead of the back. Oh, that's a heavy fucker too. Oh, woo. Ah. Yeah. Get it in there just right. Looks like it kind of bottoms out when it hits something up against it. And here's the chain hook right here. Except it's an all solid chain, one piece. A J hook with a twisty curl thing on it. So we're going to tie this down to the flight deck for heavy weather. Heavy weather, that would be the open seas out in town are considered the ocean. Every time everything goes out to the public, it's considered the ocean. Sometimes the seas get heavy out there. Sometimes stuff has to be tied down for security. Otherwise it'll roll off the flight deck into the water and might sink to the bottom. With no rescue rope. It's kind of cool today. The local Ziply company's here today, and they're able to see all the branches that the brother helped to participate with the optic fiber lines over here. See, the local neighborhood it's all part of the Ziply family, the Vatican. So we're all on the same team, you see. We just didn't know it. I think I deserve to be paid by the U.S. Treasury, or the National Treasury. It's all the international treasury assets. Treasury prepaid is creditor to the bankruptcy. I'll have to talk to Janet Yellen. I'll put this video on, add her name to it so that she sees that Russell, the CEO that works. All right. Here's a beetle. See, there's a beetle right there. It didn't make it though. He just transitioned. He still made it. He's just a spirit now. He might got reincarnated or something, or whatever the hell he wants. He left a memory though. Exoskeleton. Put the little guy right there. All right. $19.95 Grand Marquis overhead cam. That's the cam room girl right there. That's the motor, except it's a 4.9 instead of a 427. Let's have a look at the 427 under the hood. This is a Hemi engine. It's patterned after the original drag racing engine, the Dodge Hemi, except it's a Ford. But this isn't a Ford, it's a division with Ford for Mercury. You see, this is a Hemi because the spark plug is great up and down on the top of the head. See right here? Except these ones are closer in a different position rather than the valve cover. These spark plugs are straight up on the edge of the intake manifold right there. That's how you know it's a Hemi engine. Except this is known as the cammer, because the difference between a Dodge Hemi engine and a cammer is the cams are overhead of the valves. The heads underneath the valve covers right here, one on each side, instead of in the center of the motor, that has push rods and lifters pumping the valves up and down to allow fuel and air ratio to come in according to the measurements with Venturi's. Tink, tink. And that's what provides power, is that explosion with the pistons that propel. So yeah, that right there, the engine. These are prototype from the military. This is a military vehicle. Otherwise known as taxi cabs today, because they're so durable, they last a fucking long ass fucking time. 500,000, and if one changes all the fluids regularly, they'll keep going for fucking ever. Look at that, all the maintenance. In fact, you know, most cars, if one cares for them, other cars though just have a little more put into it. Yeah, but this is a 4.9. It's a V8. See, it says overhead cam right here. Overhead cam. See that? But it's the Ford cam. But this is a Mercury, which represents the girl energy. That's the girl in the room that's stuck hiding, having to be in a prison cell. She's wanting to share all she has with the children. And the Hemi, or the boy energy, put her in prison. But that's a good thing, because it taught her how to grow up and be a mother. Now she gets to teach the Hemi, and bring the Hemi to the breast, and help the little guy king grow up. That's the queen and the cubs, the children. That's the root and the her story with the history behind the universal principles that are hidden in every subject matter, and this subject being an engine and a car. Imagine that. The truth can be found in every subject matter. It can be found in this tire. It can be found in that tree. It can be found in a ladder and a branch. It can be found in a bucket, and even a toothbrush. The same universal principles, which are probably could be the same DNA that's running through the blood is in the plants, which is in the air, the 4 elements out of the Vatican and astrology: fire, earth, air, water. All this stuff from the same root, same universal principle at its root. But most living organisms can't see it yet. That's why there has to be the motherly energy, the girl energy, the cam room girl, when she comes out of the prison and starts sharing all the stuff on camera. Everything that there is to know to live, and live forever. All right. So anyway, back to the rim. Let's set this right here. With or without a story. With or with story. It all depends on one wants to have a story. All kinds of savior stories out there. All kinds. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. Let's get this over this way more. There we are. There. Now the brother can get up in there. Sisterly brother, that is. The yin and the yang. That's the yin and the yang, the sisterly brother. both girl energy and boy energy. But in the Eastern parts, they call it martial arts. They say it's the mind over the matter, or spirit over the soul, or thought over body. And then when the girl energy or the body gets tired of dying, it rises up and it says, "Oh no, it's thought with body and body with thought together equally." That's the girl energy. She rises up after being stepped on for a while. But if it wasn't for the stepping on, then she would have never risen up. So she had to be stepped on in order to rise up. So that's part of the all natural universal. Yes. Da, 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 So anyway, so 4.9 liters instead of this being a 427 original Camry, a Ford 427. This is a 291 cubic inches, which is close to the original Ford 289 cubic inches. So this one is 291 cubic inches, which is 4.9 liters. And then the Trans Ams have the popular, they painted on the hood, it says 6.2 liters, which is probably a small block 400, I think. I had to look at the records again, but that's pretty close. No fucking. Look at the difference. Showroom. Showroom quality. Down, 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 down. Down, down, I'm starting to think that this stuff might leave some residue on here. I think that the brother might have got too hesitant and cleaned the rims all four rims a little bit too fast instead of giving a full-fledged test on that other one. So now the brother's like, I wonder what kind of product is out there to get the oven cleaner residue off the rim. I mean, like I said, does it really matter? Well, I guess if I only had Treasury, if the Treasury access affidavit would be honored, it wouldn't really fucking matter, and we could just manufacture a whole new set of showroom quality rims, just like that. Because it all comes from the same earth that shares everything equally anyway. Ah, yes. So I'd be here forever cleaning rims on camera. I think one's got the good idea. It's time to go back, put Rob Halford on the music scene. Brother Sicily brother feels like listening to some more music while he plays around with the rims all day. All right, we'll call this part 2. Easy off oven cleaner for a good rim job. Later.